What happens when a young, promising racing driver finds himself caught up in a scandal that could derail his career before it's even started? That's the situation that Oscar Piastri, the talented Australian driver, found himself in when he made a move to McLaren. But was it worth the risk? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into Piastri's career, the events that led up to his move, and the fallout that followed. Don't miss out on this exciting debate. Watch until the very end to find out our verdict. So let's get started. Formula One racing is the pinnacle of motorsport. It's where the best drivers from around the world compete for the ultimate prize, the F1 World Championship. But getting a seat in F1 isn't easy. It takes talent, dedication, and a lot of hard work. Oscar Piastri has already proven himself to be a force to be reckoned with, winning both the Formula 3 and Formula 2 championships back-to-back. That's an achievement that only two other rising stars, Charles Leclerc and George Russell, have managed to accomplish on their way to Formula One greatness. Speaking of Alpine, they have been supporting Piastri since 2010, but with Alonso signing a 2-year deal to replace Ricciardo, Piastri was expected to race in F2 for 2 seasons. However, the Australian driver surprised everyone by winning the title in his debut year in the category, leaving no potential seat available for him for 2022 with Alpine. This was a surprise, given Piastri's talent and results in the preceding years. Piastri was part of the Alpine Academy, which should have guaranteed him a drive on the grid with the team in the next few years. However, it emerged that Piastri wasn't guaranteed a seat with Alpine until potentially 2025, due to Alonso reportedly being offered a contract extension. This left Piastri potentially out on loan for a number of years, with Williams being the most likely destination. While this is okay, Piastri and his management team weren't keen on the potential outcome. After difficult contract negotiations with Alpine, it was revealed that Piastri never had a confirmed contract with the team for a race seat. As a result, Piastri and his team began looking for a race seat for 2023 and beyond. And in a surprising turn of events, they secured a race seat with a team that already had their driver lineup confirmed for next year, McLaren. With Ricciardo underperforming, McLaren was keen to break his contract in order to bring the new young rookie into their setup. And the past month has been filled with excitement and speculation about one particular driver, Oscar Piastri. The 20-year-old Australian driver has been making headlines for his move from Alpine to McLaren and the drama that ensued. It all started with Fernando Alonso's unexpected move from Alpine to Aston Martin, which triggered a domino effect that resulted in Piastri being keenly pursued by Alpine. This made sense, as Alpine had a contract in place to bring Piastri straight into the team for 2023 and beyond. However, with Piastri announcing on Twitter that he would not be driving for Alpine next year, confusion ensued, and the story hit the headlines. Piastri's tweet quickly went viral, garnering almost 400,000 likes, more than 50,000 quote tweets, and almost 50,000 retweets. The situation was then handed over to the contract review board, which resulted in almost a month of uncertainty and media attention on Piastri, Alpine, and McLaren. This level of media attention is rare and unprecedented for a driver who is yet to race this year. However, it highlights the importance of drivers' moves and their impact on the sports landscape. As a rookie, Piastri is already facing a lot of pressure. Not only is he joining a new team, but he is also moving to a team where a driver with almost a decade of experience needed to get more comfortable over the last 2 seasons. Additionally, McLaren is behind Alpine in the constructors' standings, adding pressure on Piastri to perform well in his debut season. The move to McLaren is undoubtedly a significant risk for Piastri, but it is also an opportunity for him to establish himself as a top driver in Formula One. Piastri has the potential to succeed with a strong junior career, but the rookie season is a make or break for any driver. The move from Alpine to McLaren by Oscar Piastri has been one of the biggest stories in the world of Formula One this year. With the drama and media attention surrounding it, Piastri has been pressured to succeed. Piastri is, therefore, under a great deal of pressure to perform well. He had a successful junior career, moved to a team that has recently had drivers struggle, and severed relations with Alpine, the team that supported his junior career. Fundamentally, Piastri has taken a risk, but he had to do this to guarantee his spot on the grid for the following season. Personally, I think his risk will pay off. Piastri is the most talented driver who won't be on the 2022 grid, and McLaren must share this opinion for them to grant the driver a multi-year contract as a rookie. As we already discussed, Piastri made headlines when he turned down a seat with Alpine to sign with McLaren. Many wondered if the 21-year-old driver had made a mistake, especially after McLaren's disappointing start to the 2023 season. Piastri retired after just 13 laps at the Bahrain Grand Prix, leaving fans and critics questioning his decision. But Piastri remains confident in his choice to join McLaren. In an interview with motorsport.com ahead of this weekend's Saudi Arabian GP, "For me, it was clear that I wanted to join McLaren with the amount of passion that they showed to having me in the team, which was a massive factor in that." Despite McLaren's struggles, Piastri is hopeful that the team can bounce back and reclaim their position at the head of the midfield. "We've got a good development plan in place to try and get ourselves back to where we should be, which is chasing the top 3 or 4 teams," he said. McLaren has faced significant challenges since losing Daniel Ricciardo and falling out of the top 4 in the Constructors' Championship last season. They've admitted to missing their development targets over the winter, and a significant upgrade package is expected in April's Azerbaijan GP. But Piastri remains optimistic, saying, "To get on the same level as those top 3 or 4 teams is difficult. We'll see what these new developments that we've got in Baku bring for us. But obviously it's going to be a step in what's a multi-step plan throughout the year." Despite McLaren's early struggles, Piastri has no regrets about his decision and remains focused on his long-term prospects. Only time will tell if his choice to join McLaren pays off, but we'll certainly be keeping an eye on this promising young driver as the season progresses. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you have any thoughts or opinions on Oscar Piastri and his future in F1, let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.